Okay, today we're talking about gas unit heaters. So this is a gas-fired unit heater. This video is going to be a high-level overview. We'll go over some of the major components and safety devices on a gas-fired unit heater. You can see in this graphic, you have your thermostat mounted to the wall here. You have your gas line coming into the unit with your sediment trap or drip leg, a shut-off ball valve or gas valve here to shut the gas off. And then you have your electricity coming in on this conduit here. Then you have your type B vent for the exhaust gas going up and out of the unit, up out the roof. This one has a draft inducer fan on it. It's got adjustable louvers on the front of it, so you can adjust that warm airflow farther out into the space or down closer to the unit. These you'll find in warehouses, maybe even restaurants, shops, garages, basements, etc. You can have multiple unit heaters in a space depending on the square footage of the area. If you look at the back side, you can see there'd be a rain cap up on the roof. Then there's usually some sort of electrical control box. I took the cover off in this illustration so you can see better. And you can see there's a fan on the back side that blows the ambient room air across the heat exchanger inside the unit heater, and you get warm air coming out the front of the unit heater. So let's take a look at the components. So again, the cool ambient air gets drawn in via the fan in the back side. It blows across that heat exchanger, so when the burner is on, that heat exchanger is hot, and then you get hot air coming out the front to warm the space. Woo! And again, this is a general representation. This is not representative of any specific make or model, but all the components are going to be fairly similar. So when we take the back cover off, we'll get a closer look at everything. So there's a fan. Again, you can see that fan when it turns on will blow air across your heat exchanger there. There's the pressure switch or air proving switch. So when the draft inducer fan starts, that switch will close. That then tells the ignition control board that it's safe to open the pilot and light the pilot light. Once the pilot light induces a current down the flame sensing rod, then the main burner will light. That yellow square you see there, that's a high limit switch that pokes inside the burner box. So if the burner box gets too hot, that limit switch will open and shut the unit down. That's one safety device. So we can see in this graphic, you have your flame rollout switch here. A flame rollout switch will open the circuit if the flame rolls out of the burners where it's not supposed to be. You can also see here, this is your pilot assembly. So you may have a standing pilot on older units. You may have a pilotless ignition, a spark igniter, or a hot surface igniter. This one has a pilot tube, a spark igniter, and then a flame sensing rod. So once the pilot light lights, that flame sensing rod again will induce a current and then open the main gas valve, and the rest of your burners will light. And then up here, this little round device is a pressure switch or air proving switch, and that just proves that the draft inducer fan is running. And again, some of the main control components that we'll go over here. Power comes in. There usually will be a step-down transformer that steps down the incoming voltage down to 24 volts to power your thermostat on the wall. There'll be a fan relay usually. So when you provide 24 volts to the coil on the fan relay, the relay switches will close and send power up to the fan to start turning. Then there's usually some sort of ignition control board that controls the gas valve. This case, this unit also has an on and off switch on the side of the unit you see there as well. Please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment, and thanks for watching.